in this particular video, we're looking at the articulation and the dynamics. So in the first line, it's marked as MP, so that's mezzo piano, so that's quite soft. So with our left hand, we're playing a series of crotchets, and we've talked about the notes in the previous video, but in the first 4 bars, the left hand is just softly bouncing. So staccato. Okay, so in the right hand, we've got legato, so it's contrasting. And the right hand comes in the first, in bar 3, and it's playing an A minor chord, so it starts off with the root note, then we get the median, the 3rd note, and then the 5th note, and it's just joining on. So the first line, we've got bouncing, okay. In the next line, so bar 5, 6 and 7, the left hand is played smoothly. We've got 2 minims. Then we've got a staccato note on the E. Then we've got a series of 4 notes that are tied, or slurred. Then it goes back to the staccato pattern. And then we've got another minim, and then 2 crotchets. In terms of the left hand dynamics, in bar 5, it had been MP, so quite soft. Then it starts to get a little bit louder, crescendos, to an MF, so mezzo forte, so it's moderately loud, and then gets quieter again. So it's like, sorry. So it's gradual, and then it gets quieter, and then again. In terms of the right hand, looking at the 2nd line and the 3rd line, we've got a tied note, and then 2 crotchets, so staccato. So the timing is. Then it goes back to that pattern of MP, again going to crescendo to MF. In bar 11, the bottom line of the first page, the left hand is just playing smoothly. The dynamic of that line is MP, so it needs to be softer. So we had MF, the previous line, and then in that line it's soft. Right hand, we've got the same sort of articulation that we had in the 2nd line. So we've got a slurred C, and then 2 crotchets that are staccato, and then 2 slurred notes in the next bar. And don't forget, we've got some accents to be careful of. So in that line, in the right hand, if I just look at it, it's mezzo piano, so moderately soft. So there I was trying to focus on the accents and the articulation, yeah, and the overall dynamic, which is mezzo piano. Then in the next line, so the 2nd page, we've got the same tune, so the beginnings of the same tune that we had in the previous line, but up an octave. But this time it's mezzo forte, so it's louder than the previous line. I'm trying to remember the accent in the right hand. And then we've got, in the left hand, we've got another, we've got D and F, and it's mezzo forte, obviously. So it's smoothly, the smooth transition from that chord to that chord. And then whilst we have in the right hand this smooth semi-breve, we have the left hand playing staccato. then in bar 19, that line and the next line, it starts off exactly the same as the beginning. In fact, the first 8 bars of the piece are exactly the same as the music from bar 19 for the next 8 bars, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, bars 3 to 8 are exactly the same as bars 19 to the end of 24. Then we have the so we have exactly so it builds and builds in crescendo, gets louder, and then gets loud at the end. And then at the end, in terms of articulation, we need to remember the pedal on the last bar, yeah, which is released on the last note. In terms of the way we play it, we've got a series of staccatos at the end of each bar, yeah. And the left hand is just playing smooth notes. So. So you've got staccato but accented. Okay, so that's just a little whistle stop tour of the dynamics and the articulation.